Well, I'm almost up to my northern hunting area. It is 8 degrees and blowing about 20 miles an hour.
This is Zach Dimage, and as if you couldn't tell by the fact that he's heading out in that crummy weather, he has it pretty bad for sheds. On this episode, we follow him and his cousin Ben Massey as they walk all over the great state of Indiana in search of fallen antlers.
A lot of guys like to wait till the snow's off to look for sheds, but there's 2 bucks that have shed up here, and they had actually shed before our season ended over a week ago, so the horns have been laying a while. This never happens to me like this. I usually earn every shed, but this is pretty lucky. I was just standing here, just kind of scanning around, and looky what I found right over here. Beauty. That's a beautiful sight if you're a shed hunter. I think this is a buck I do have a few pictures of, and he looks like a gagger 3 or 2 year old. Beautiful young buck. Look at that. Long tines, got a bunch of junk started. What a way to start the shed hunting season. I was walking up along the sorghum plot. Just walked up on one of the sheds that I really wanted to find. And look at that weird old gnarly thing. Awesome. Pick it up. Beautiful. Not a scorer, but big old base on it. Palmation out on the beam. What a neat old buck. Awesome. About 15 minutes since I picked up that last one. Working up the south facing edge of this woods here, where they were bedding a lot. I was walking up here, right back behind me here. I think I spotted another little shed, so I'm gonna go grab it. Well, not a monster, but nice little yearling with got 5 points started on it, big brow tine.
I'm heading out today to go look for Pat's sheds. Like I said, he shed back in late December, sometime right before Christmas, I believe. So his sheds have been laying for about a month. Got some rain this morning, so it's absolutely perfect conditions to walk back in the timber. I'm going to take full advantage of it. Go see if we can pick up the first shed of the year. We've been out here walking for a little bit now. I'm making just loops back and forth through this thicket here. And just look down and I've got a little old shed. I'm on board for 2018. Cute little one. Nothing to write home about, but it's number 1. Boy, it's a beast. Big old spike antler. That would be my luck. I'd find an old one and it would be a spike. I think I just found a shed. Heck yeah, I did. That's an awesome little yearling shed right there. Walking here with Zach. Just picked up my, well, just found my first freshie of the year.
I'm so excited for him.
Well, you have a lot to be jealous about, because check it out.
The big ones don't usually pack them very far, so the other side's got to be around here.
Mammoth shed.
I'm a sucker for a big 3-point.
Well, we're on the board on the walk in the city.
Me and Ben are out here wrapping up our inner city shed hunting expedition. And I believe I either see a great big shed or maybe it's 2 laying there. It's hard to tell. It looks really nice, so we're gonna go pick it up. That is one antler. It's a nice one. Oh yeah. We haven't touched it yet. I feel kind of bad. This is a buck Ben knows of, but what a pretty antler. Beautiful brown. Wow. Big brow on it. I don't know, you know how old this deer is, or it just showed up this year?
Showed up this year one time, well, 2 or 3 times.
I don't know, it could be a mature buck, it might be it's not super heavy. Who knows, this might be one of the better antlers I find this year. Beautiful antler. Of course, if me and Ben don't really have the rule like the first guy to find the antler, you know, we match it up. We just keep our own antlers.
Doesn't matter, you'll find the second one anyway.
But I don't hunt around here, so obviously if Ben ever connects with this buck, which I hope he does, he knows where one of his horns are and it'll be his. So beautiful. It's getting dark and we're a couple miles from the track, so
better keep moving. Good job, buddy.
Just out here checking the Spartan cameras in one of my hunting spots. Kind of got to make a loop all the way through here to check them all. Nice day to be walking. On my way to the third and final camera I got to check, and it's coming up along this north facing woods edge, and got a nice horn laying back here. Really nice up and comer. One I wasn't going to shoot this year, but yeah, that's him. So goes to show you, it doesn't take long for the squirrels to start eating them. They might have had that G2 chewed off tomorrow. They've already devoured most of the brow tine, but that's alright. We'll take it home, save it from the squirrels. Just a nice little chunky little 4-point side. It's like a decent 2-year-old.
Well, no sheds today. I'm gonna be wrapping it up here real quick. I basically just made a quick loop around the perimeter and then kind of walked back and forth through some of the better looking thick stuff, but I gotta say it's pretty impressive what kind of sign you can get in an area that's completely unpressured through the archery and the gun season. I don't think anybody hunted deer this year, and it showed. There were rubs and scrapes and beds all over the place from this fall. You tell me if there was a big buck back in here. You can see a rub right here, big old rub here, and then just up the trail, another big rub. Man, there's 2 more huge rubs just up from here. I think this is probably where one of the shooters we've been following was probably spending a little bit of time this fall.
Back at finding sheds. I was walking through this bottom here. I found sheds in here before, so that always makes your eyes work a little harder, seems like. But just caught a glimpse of something. I really thought it was a stick, but then I thought, it looks like the end of that stick's been chewed on, and it looks like a pretty nice little 5-point side. Real pretty. Looks like a beautiful 2-year-old. Maybe a giant yearling, but probably a 2-year-old. Let's see what we got. Beautiful little 5-point side. Bet the squirrels have kind of been on the tips there, but take it. January's been absolutely mind-blowing. So I'm gonna keep walking. Maybe we'll find another one tonight. I'm trying to find my 10th shed in January. It's warm again today, but overcast, pretty good conditions to be able to spot them. In case you couldn't tell, it's a little bit thick in here. Well, I just realized I had a bunch of blood on my nose. I think it kind of looks nice on me. Anyway, I just got done talking about how you just gotta rule your own destiny, if you want to call it that. I was a little discouraged with all the boot tracks today, but looks like I don't know, somewhere right here there's a shed lane. Let's go pick it up. Number 10 in January. Really blessed. Thank you, Lord. Hey, it's not dark yet and we're not to the truck, so who knows? Maybe 11's out here.
I'll take any shed. I'm ready for a big one, but that one will do for now. I'll at least have something to carry around with me until I find a big one. I was gonna say that couldn't get a whole lot smaller than the first one. Could only go up from there, but nope, I was wrong. 2 little ones. I have found 5 little dinks so far this year. I think the biggest one was probably like a 20-incher. It's a pretty small little old shed, but it's been laying here for at least a year, probably more. Oh yeah, that thing's ancient. Based on everything else I've found this year, it's gonna fit in quite nicely with the collection.
Thanks for watching. On the next episode, we'll continue to watch Ben and Zach's story and see if Ben can finally pick up a bigger shed than Zach.
Maybe one of the smallest antlers I think I've ever found.
Look at that. Dang, nice. That's a pretty fresh antler too.
Here we are, only a few weeks away from turkey season, and we're gonna see if we can get on some birds. And to do that, we are gonna use our Spartan camera. And the thing that I love about this camera is the quality. You know, we've used a couple other cellular cameras over the years, and it seems like you get that picture in, you're all excited, and you go to zoom in, and the picture just pixelates, and you can't see any detail. Not so much a Spartan camera. You get your picture in, you can zoom in, and you can see every detail in the photo. And the other beautiful thing is I am on a family property that's about an hour and a half from my home. So I can come up here, set the cameras a few weeks before season, and I'll know exactly what the birds are doing when the season opens. Because with Spartan camera, you don't have to be there.